This model review is of a Lamborghini Gallardo. It is by Fujimi, and as we look around the box, it doesn't really show you the actual model, but rather insides of an actual Lamborghini. It is 1/24th scale, and let's have a look inside. Here's the glass, and this is actually very well made. There's a fair level of detail here. I don't see any flashing. Let's have a look inside here. And here's the chassis, as well as some engine parts. Over here you can see Lamborghini insignia, as well as the steering rod. You can also tell by the chassis that there's going to be some detail for the suspension that needs to be built. This is the back. I must say, a little bit disappointed by this. Looks like part of the engine is already built in, molded in. That's something that I would have hoped to have seen separately, which means there's not going to be a lot of detail for that engine. Here's the cockpit. These parts are all very well made. There's absolutely no flashing, they're all lined up perfectly. Here's the dashboard. Some of the disc brakes, they have a lot of detail on there, very nicely made. This is also another good sign, the fact that the windshield wipers are made separately. It means they can be painted and added on. And this over here shows the seats, as well as the inside of the door panels. These are very well made. Here are some decals, not too many decals for this car. It's a street car. Let's have a look over here. And here's the body. That is very well made. I don't see any flashing or overrun. Very nice detail on the body itself. These are the tires. And the wheels, which come pre-painted in a silver chrome color. This is a very nice painting actually, so I probably won't need to remove that. I'll just leave them as is. Well, looking at these exhaust tips, I feel like these will need to be repainted. Let's have a look at the instructions. So they have a parts listing. They show how to build the cockpit first. I'm sorry, they actually show how to build the engine first. That seemed a bit unusual. And then the suspension, the wheels, then the cockpit. Finally installing that, placing the body on there, and then the finished product. It looks like the body is actually screwed on, as you can see over here. Body is screwed onto the chassis, so at some point you could remove it if you needed to. All in all, this is a typical Fujimi model, very well made. Instructions are easy to understand. Parts are molded very well, and there's a moderate level of detail.